I don't know about you, but often I look around and observe what's going on in the churches and I think, is this what following Jesus is really all about? Is this what he died for? Or have we recast Christianity into something more palatable and sophisticated? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not undermining the church as an institution. Jesus loved the church and gave himself up for her. In fact, he chose the church as the embodiment and vehicle for him to change the world. But I fear that somehow we just miss out on the heart of the message. And I'm left with plenty of nagging questions like, what does authentic living for Jesus really look like in the 21st century? Or do I resign myself to a safe, sanitized, respectable, middle-class Jesus? Do I choose the safety of existing or the adventure of living? Is he going to help himself to me, or am I so taken up with what I want to make of my life? I mean, I don't know about you, but the one thing I do know is that there's got to be more. I mean, don't you agree? Aren't you itching for a more raw and real expression of following Jesus? I mean, weren't we meant to be dangerous people, wide-eyed radicals, dreamers of the day? Because if the answer to that question is yes, then I can begin to get excited. But if the answer is no, then it's just safe, tame, and dull. And people aren't attracted by the hypocrisy of Sunday religion. No, what they want is the reality of a consistent and dynamic 24/7 relationship with Jesus, which transcends the suffocating pressures and ambitions of day-to-day living. You see, often the problem isn't that we're in the wrong place, but maybe it's that we're not living the reality of our calling where we are. And so we need to reject the diluted gospel that so many of us have been fed. Following Jesus is not about being respectable and nice. No, as we embrace God's call in our lives, something so much more powerful and dangerous is unleashed. Jesus indeed wants to transform us into wide-eyed radicals. And if our highest aspiration is to be nice, then the gospel's emasculated. It just becomes life-enhancing instead of life-transforming. So if following Jesus is about being nice, then I'm just not interested. You know, people are facing persecution today. People are being tortured today. People are dying for their faith today. So what's it worth to follow Jesus? That's what we'll be looking at in the following series of short films which go hand in hand with each chapter of my book. And you can use them in small group discussions or in front of the whole church or any number of contexts in between. I really hope you'll be challenged, moved, stirred, and provoked by what you see. Some things might make you angry, and that's okay. But I really want them to make you think and then choose to go deeper in your relationship with Jesus. Please don't blast through them in one sitting, because then you'll miss out on what God wants to say to you. But take time, pray, reflect, and then get out there and change the world as a costly follower of the way, for that is what he's worth.